Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Chrono Cross walkthrough. I'm just gonna do a little, or I've got a little bit of footage here of just kind of like random stuff. And I feel like this is kind of an okay place to put it. I actually, looks like I'm in the wrong, yeah, I'm in the wrong world. We need to be in the home world, and I am going to bring Starkey along to obtain his, I think it's called the plasma gun, I think. I'm not actually sure if this is even his best weapon or not. I don't know what the stats are in comparison. Actually, I can actually test that right now if I can find my controller. There it is. Let's find out. Let's find out if it's the best or not. While we watch these lovely scenes that we've seen a few times already. Let me see. What is his Starkey? Where is this guy at here? Right, Starkey. Okay, so it looks like his default equipment looks like it's the shockwave gun. So the plasma pistol, I think this is what we're about to obtain. I should actually probably pay attention to make sure that I've got this item correct. Alright, so obviously we're gonna walk up to the big swordfish. No problem for Starkey. Okay, so the idea here is that this swordfish was swimming around the El Nido triangle, right? And swallowed or ate Starkey's plasma pistol. All right, yeah, so that is it. That's the plasma pistol. All right, so I need to actually want to check here though, just to make sure if. Ooh, okay. I don't know what the rainbow version is actually called. So let me whip one up here. It does seem pretty good though so far, from what I've seen. Spectral gun. There it is. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the spectral gun looks like it's better. So that is a good weapon though. It's, you know, if you actually use Starkey, which I don't, but if you do use him, that's a good gun for a while. Or you know, if you're short on rainbow shells, you know, you can stick with the plasma gun instead. I'm just trying to see here the difference between the two. If I can find it in my inventory. Okay, so oh wow, it's almost the same thing. It's got the same exact accuracy, and it's only the spectral gun is only 1 point higher on the attack. So, you know, is it going to make that much of a difference? Probably not. Anyways, all right. So we're moving on to. I think this is considered the Dead Sea. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so we need to enter the Sea of Eden. Now, I guess it's called. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but light beams are cool. One thing that you have to know about this, we've actually got a boss fight coming up. Oh, nice! I forgot. We have to insert the next disc here. So obviously, just hit the excuse me. The eject button. You don't, obviously we don't want to power the PlayStation or whatever. I'm using actually a PlayStation 3 for this. But again, don't power it down. Just hit eject and then put the new disc in. I had kind of forgot that this was coming up here. One other thing I want to mention, and I don't actually want to start that conversation quite yet. Anyways, Here we are in, I guess this is technically considered the Sea of Eden. Now, there's 3 islands here, and you have to choose, or the islands that you choose will actually determine the boss that you fight. So, and what I actually mean by that is really, it's really the last island that you go to that determines which boss you'll fight. At least that was my impression. So if you visit the future last. You know, you get one boss. I actually want to visit the present last, because I want to fight a specific boss, which I highly recommend. Number one, I mean, the biggest reason is that's the only way you can get the Vigora element. It's a blue element. It is actually quite useful, I would say. I actually really like that element. And what that's actually going to do for you is it reduces, or it prevents stamina loss for a certain amount of time. Now, it's not very long. It's probably, I'll just take a guess and say 9 stamina worth. So what I mean by that is basically if you use Vigora on someone like Surge, you can use something like 15 stamina worth of attacks right in a row, which may not sound all that great, but it's pretty nice, because especially because of what I like to do with him, and that's that I like to buff him up, you know, and then dish out a bunch of damage, you know, right in a row. And you know, if you don't use that, well, you know, you'll use up his you know, 7 stamina, and then you'll have to, you know, use up some of that stamina with or some stamina on another character, and then go back to him later. Well, unfortunately, your buffs still kind of time out whether or not you're actually using that character or not. So again, I like to use Vigora, and you know, basically buff him all up, and then use Vigora, and then just unleash a bunch of attacks right in a row with Surge. So you know, I guess after this fight you'll see that. I would say it's a good idea to steal from this boss as well. I'm not sure if I end up, or I'm not sure what I actually end up getting here. But definitely something here, and I think that's what I'm going to attempt here. Yeah. Oh, ugh. So it kept, I kept trying to get greedy. I wanted to bring his success rate above 90%. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that actually worked. Okay, so we're good to go. So he's at a 96% success rate for steal here, or for pillage. Sorry, same difference, I guess. White brooch. All right, and that's what I wanted. The white brooch is pretty difficult to come by. I don't remember actually what this thing has as its other steel. I want to say it's like the Diva dress, but I think you can get those in other places. So I didn't want that. And if I remember correctly, the white brooch itself is limited in quantity, so you can only get so many of them per walkthrough. Let me check here on the Vita. By the way, which this is Vita Unis. So yeah, it drops. Its drop is the Vigora. So it'll always drop that. Apparently, it doesn't even have a rare drop. Its regular steel is the white brooch, and the rare steel is the Diva dress. So, like I was saying, that's kind of what I wanted to go with. And of the three, so there's a Vita Unis, there's a Vita Dos, and a Vita Trace. And like I was talking about earlier, the boss that you actually fight is dependent on which island you visit last. Now, the other two, you know, the rewards aren't anywhere near as good as this. Again, the Vigora element, there's only one per playthrough. This is the only way to get it. I didn't see any reason, you know, to fight the other Vitas instead. Oh, here I could have summoned a green element, but actually don't know if that would have been a very good idea or not. I don't know what innate this thing is. So if I'm paying attention here, I can find out, but alright, let's get some, try to keep some heals going here. I feel like my characters are extremely healthy right now. I've got a lot of health. But to be honest, this battle is fairly easy in comparison to some other ones. And I'm actually using the same, I guess, kind of like the same buff strategy with Glenn. You know, I just try to use Eagle Eye, toss out the Eagle Eyes when I can, and strengthen whenever possible. You know, buff up the two characters and then just use physical attacks. It's pretty awesome. And I mean, Glenn with the double Einlanser now is pretty crazy. He's probably the second. Well, I don't know. I guess I haven't tested a whole lot with many of the other characters, but his attack is really strong. So there it is, Vigora. I believe that's blue innates only, though, can equip that. So that's yet another reason why Fargo is amazing, and I like to keep him with for the rest of the game. Excuse me. So Vigora here. Let's sort this, or hopefully I sorted. Oh no, I went too far. I already saw it. What am I doing? No, I must be doing something that I. Oh, okay. Oh yes, I was farming shiny materials, and I forgot to re-equip him with Eagle Eyes. And I actually don't have Invincible on him yet for some reason. All right, here we go. Let's put that on. All right. So Vigora, yep. So innate blue, so only blue characters can equip this. I'm actually gonna do Vigora -2 again for the same reason why I put those elements in the lower tier slots as the buffs is. I don't believe if you put it in a higher slot that it actually lasts any longer, which is, that would be the only advantage to doing that. But I'll just do Vigora -2. That way, on top of that, it frees up some of his element levels as well. But all right, so I have got a little cut here. I'm gonna do my my same old leveling where I just do a bunch of random encounters to get the mini level ups, and then we'll head back here to the. Apparently, this is called the Future Ruins. Oh no, sorry, this is the Chronopolis, and this is where stuff is kind of gonna get weird. All right. So I'm not even going to attempt to explain the dialogue in this area. Oh, I guess I can. That would be kind of lame if I didn't at least attempt it. Anyway, so this whole place here is kind of a facility used for research, like time research, I guess. And so there's going to be quite a bit of interesting dialogue. Alright, so almost time for work. Got to get back into work mode. The one thing I'm not 100% sure on is what these ghosts actually. I mean, they look like ghosts. I don't believe that's what they actually are supposed to be, but it's a little, I guess, hard to explain because I'm not really 100% sure what those guys are supposed to be. Anyways, all right, so this is the Paulus Police, I believe, and I believe this guy's got a rainbow shell, and I'm going to attempt to steal it, which I'm sure is going to be painful. All right, so I'm actually gonna cut out, or I have cut out a bunch of the footage from this fight, just because it's me failing at getting the rainbow shell. So you will not be subject to all of that failure. But here is the initial attempt, and obviously I'm not going to, or I wasn't lucky, cut the capsule. So I'm actually gonna run here. No, drop the stolen goods. Oh noes. Alright, so like I said, I cut out all of my failures, and this next run at him will be the success. I think it took I don't know, I would guess 5 other attempts, I believe. So not too bad. I've had worse luck, that's for sure. Oh, and Surge actually started out with quite a bit less health here. Boom! So the crummy thing about this fight too, and trying to steal, It's just that he does so much damage with that Megaton Fist. And, you know, if you're trying to steal over and over, you may notice that your characters start getting a little bit low on health. So either use consumables or, oh, yeah, okay, sorry, I have another fail in here, I guess. Or you have to do what I'm doing here and build up your levels and then run away. So, yeah, so my bad. I thought I cut out all of the fails. Well, I should say all but the original. But, yeah, my bad. That was not the case. So let's attempt this one last time. But yeah, so I mean, I think I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not 100% sure on if this is actually worth it or like worth the time. You know, to keep stealing. I guess. You know, there's like I said, there's only so many rainbow shells in the game, so you know, if you can, you might as well. You know, steal and get another one, or get another, I don't know if I would say free one. These ones are some of the most difficult ones to get in the game. But yeah, that's I guess I felt like it was worth it. There it is. I really wanted to get it on you know, up for the walkthrough too. I feel like you know, obtaining those rare items is useful for my videos, so that's what I generally like to try to do. I you know, at least try to get footage of it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess in the grand scheme of things, is that one rainbow shell gonna make a difference? No, it's not. Neither is the one, you know, that's stealable from. That's the rare steal from Dark. So I mean, actually, to be honest, there's a few of them that are extremely difficult to get in the game. The one from the White Knight, which is a rare drop. Which, that one's probably the worst, because you have to run all the way there. There isn't a close save point to him. And then, you know, you actually have to get it out on the drop and not on the steal. So that's really difficult. And then the Cryo Sphinx one, that one's really annoying too. Just because he's a very hard-hitting enemy, and a lot of times your characters will just get rocked just trying to get it stolen. And then it's Dark Surge and then Paulus Police. Those are the four that really stand out to me as being difficult. I think the rest of them are, you know, fairly easy to come by. But alright, anyways, just like you know, all other boss battles, I don't really I guess use a different strategy for this guy. It's just buff up Surge and have him go to town with the Master Mune, or Master Mune, however you want to say it. So it's kind of an old strategy. Old, tried and true, but it works. Alright, so let's... Boy, there actually isn't too much of this left. I feel like he should be... Yeah, there's not... He doesn't have a whole lot of health left. That's like, when he kind of breaks apart like that, I think that's kind of like the notification that he's in, like, a critical status. So here I'm just going to buff up Glenn, and I think Glenn is going to finish this off. But anyways, I hope this guide was helpful. I'm going to cut the commentary right here because I'm just going to go right back outside and save. So I hope this guide was helpful, though, and I hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.